I'll find them over time. There's no way to show it, but I'm gonna try for the rest of my life. 'Cause you are the best part of me, the side I hope everyone sees. The air that I breathe, I'm missing peace, wasn't complete before you. 'Cause you are the best part.
There are few figures in modern comedy who have transcended borders, worldwide. Once again, without saying a word, Mr. Bean had captured the world's attention. But it wasn't just film and television that extended the character's life. In 2002, Mr. Bean was reimagined as an animated character. The Mr. Bean, the animated series, allowed Atkinson to maintain creative control while reducing the physical demands of performance. He voiced the character, supervised script development, and approved storylines. The series ran for 52 episodes in its original run, then returned with a second and third series between 2015 and 2019. It reached a new generation of children, many of whom had never seen the live-action original. In 2024, it was announced that a fourth season was in development, with Atkinson again attached. What made the animated version particularly effective was that it preserved the core elements of the character: his visual logic, his self-centered worldview, and his chaotic improvisations, while allowing for more imaginative scenarios. Bean could now be a firefighter, an astronaut, or a medieval knight. The world expanded, but the personality remained intact. Across all of these formats, the character of Mr. Bean remained remarkably consistent. He was not updated. He did not change with trends. He had no backstory, no development arc, and no growth. In a world obsessed with character evolution, Mr. Bean remained refreshingly static. He didn't learn from mistakes. He didn't grow wiser or more sensitive. He simply endured. His mistakes repeated. His misunderstandings deepened. And audiences, somehow, loved him more for it. The psychology of the character has intrigued comedians and scholars alike. Atkinson described Bean as someone with the emotional maturity of a 9-year-old. He is not evil. He is not cruel, but he is entirely self-centered. He does not understand social norms, and when he does, he disregards them. His logic is internal. His solutions are bizarre. He exists in a world that functions one way, but believes sincerely that it should function according to his own rules. What makes Bean different from clowns or traditional slapstick characters is that he never seeks the audience's sympathy. Body, wandering through adult spaces without the burden of adult understanding. This psychological complexity is part of what gives the character such enduring depth. Children laugh at the silly faces. Adults laugh at the absurdity. But underneath it all lies a portrait of a human being in pure form. Impulsive, curious, emotional, and deeply unaware. By the late 2010s, Atkinson began speaking more openly about the burden of performing Bean. He admitted in interviews that the role was physically and emotionally draining. Each performance required total concentration. There was no margin for error. One poorly timed look could collapse an entire gag. And as he aged, the demands became greater. In 2012, he said publicly that he was preparing to retire the character. But then, in 2016, he reversed course, stating that he would never officially kill off Mr. Bean. The character, he explained, could still appear in sketches, cartoons, and even commercials. He might no longer sprint across rooftops, but he could still raise an eyebrow with perfect comic timing. There is perhaps no better evidence of the character's endurance than his presence in global digital culture. By 2020, the official Mr. Bean YouTube channel had more than 25 million subscribers. His Facebook page had surpassed 90 million followers, more than most celebrities, athletes, and politicians combined. On TikTok, Bean clips were repurposed, remixed, and reimagined daily. In an era dominated by viral trends, MrBean, created in 1990, remained relevant, without ever chasing modernity. The phenomenon raised an essential question. Why does a nearly silent man in a brown jacket continue to make people laugh, decades later, across so many cultures and platforms? The answer may lie in the purity of the character. MrBean is stripped of language, ideology, In countries like India and Indonesia, Bean remained one of the most streamed comedy series online. On TikTok, short clips from the show, some over 30 years old, regularly surpassed 100 million views. Memes featuring Bean's confused expressions became visual language across the internet. This digital revival extended his relevance to generations born long after the original series ended. Teenagers who had never seen the ITV broadcasts now consumed Bean in looped GIFs, edited Instagram reels, and auto-captioned YouTube shorts. The character's timelessness, combined with his brevity and visual clarity, made him perfect for the digital age. He required no translation, no context, no commitment, just 10 seconds of well-crafted